Hi, I'm Kevin Mahoney, a certified financial planner in Washington, D.C. Let's talk today about how to build wealth. If you're young or early in your journey of trying to build wealth, it can feel like a really daunting process because more than anything, building wealth takes patience. It takes time. So, what can you actually control? What can you do today to put yourself on the path to building wealth over the long term? Let's look at two main ideas. First is spending less than you earn. Ideally, each month, or at least over the course of a year, you want to make sure that you have extra money beyond what you're putting away in the bank for a potential emergency or unexpected financial situation. Aside from that money, you want to have extra amounts that you can invest in a place like the stock market, where you can earn more money in growth than you otherwise would in the bank. So that would be step one. And step two is making sure that you're actually consistent and diligent about taking your savings and investing it. Because over time, the best way to grow your wealth is making sure that you can take advantage of something called compound growth. So let's say you have $100 that's in the bank and you decide you want to invest it. If that money earns 5% over the course of the year, your $100 has now grown to 105. Congratulations. But next year, whatever the growth rate is, it's no longer applied to only your $100. It's now also applied to that extra $5. So imagine if these were like much larger numbers. $100,000, 500,000, or even close to a million, with a even small growth rate like 5%, 8%. We're talking about very big dollar amounts that will increase and be added to your balance over time. So the best thing to do this year to build your wealth is spend less than you earn and make sure that some of your excess savings are invested. But what else? A lot of people, when they think about building wealth, often think about real estate. So first, we can look at home ownership. Owning a home can improve your wealth over time. Each month, you're making a payment that could take the form of equity that you are able to pull out at some point in the future if you sell the property. And hopefully, home prices in your area grow enough over time that you are able to build some additional wealth that way. But with any type of real estate, whether it's the home you live in or a potential rental property that you might own, you also have to keep in mind the costs associated with home ownership. There are a lot of transactional costs, both when you buy the home and when you sell, that eat into the wealth that you're trying to build. There's also a time component. Things in a house or a rental property break. And if you're responsible for managing those properties, certainly at your own home, then you may be spending a lot of your time taking care of the upkeep of that place. And that is a cost that you should factor in when you're thinking about trade offs in earning money and spending time. So, whether it's homeownership for yourself or purchasing rental properties that hopefully generate some rental income for you, these can be forms of passive wealth building. But unlike the stock market, they may require a little bit more of your personal time investment and some additional transaction costs that you might not think of right away. So, if nothing else, save what you can and make sure that you're consistent about investing your savings.